Hey friends, welcome to Createful Art. I am in White Sands, New Mexico. You guys voted for me to paint a galaxy painting in the community here on YouTube. If you haven't checked that out, it's just on my channel. You can go over to the community tab and there I post new stuff and polls and things like that. You can make sure that you get those by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button. So because of that, I'm going to show you how I would paint a galaxy with the white sands. And I'm just gonna kind of make up a lot of the stuff in my head since I wasn't there all night. I'm Ashley Krieger. I sold my earthly possessions, packed up my family, and left on an incredible journey to see all 50 states. Our goal is to experience the incredible world we live in. The artsy side of me thought this was a great opportunity to paint what inspires me in each state and teach you how to paint it. I would love if you came on this journey with me. Click on that subscribe button and the bell next to it and let's get to it. So the first step is that I drew out the composition with a watercolor pencil so that I would know where I wanted the sand dunes to be and where I want the galaxy to start spreading in the sky. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place down the background, the sky, basically, okay? So I'm starting with black because the sky is black at the top, okay? And I'm going to put that right here on this side and on this side. And as you can see, I have my galaxy coming through here. And I just did that for composition wise because I liked it. And then right through here, I'm going to add blue as things start getting lighter through here. And then just kind of taper that off. And then some white through here. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of follow this right here with some white. How it looks, and then I'll show you how I'm going to blend it. We have cars behind us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to make it into a sponge ball, okay? And I got to do this now. I can't wait for those cars to pass because if it dries, then I can't just get in here and spread that out, okay? Just make sure that I have no like brush strokes and stuff. Okay, so I just made this into a ball, my paper towel, and then I'm just kind of coming in here and spreading that out. Okay, so now I'm going to still take this black, move it toward the edge, and then I just use this to soften those edges. Okay, so now I'm going to add in my dark blue the same way that I did my black. And I'm just going to make sure that I come up here in my blue and I blend up, okay, until it looks black again. I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to do the same thing over here when I want it to blend. I'm going to take my, now it's kind of dirty looking, my paper towel, just kind of make it so it's not so stark right there, okay? And this will be gone over again, so it doesn't matter that it looks perfect right now. Okay, I'm gonna add blue to this other side. Okay, and then I'm gonna add white, okay? And I'm gonna add white all the way from this bottom here and go to the top. Okay, we'll be adding another color on this bottom, but for now, that's what it's going to look like. And then I blend it up into the blue. And I can bring some of that blue down too if I find that it's too high. The white is too high, then I'll bring it down. Okay, add a little water so that it blends better. Okay, I'm just going across really fast to get rid of some of these streaks, okay? And it blends it really nicely when I do that. go all the way to the top. Okay, and then I gotta do this other side, and I'm doing the same thing. And I'm listing all the colors that I'm using in this painting in the description. I'm going to take that really dirty made up sponge. I'm going to take some of my dark blue, and I'm just going to go around this area right here. Okay, and the reason why I'm doing that is because where the galaxy is, it's going to go from light to dark just like this is going from light to dark. Okay, so I just kind of come in just a little bit and add that blue color in here, and I'm just kind of scrubbing it on with my paper towel. And if you don't like something, or you think you need more black or more blending, you could just grab your black and then come in here and blend it right in. Okay, so either way, even though your black's dry, doesn't make it impossible to keep working with it. You just have to go over the top. So now I'm going to take that same dirty thing, and I'm going to take my brilliant blue, or you can add white to your blue, and I'm going to come in here. Okay, and I'm just going to blend in some of that galaxy with the brilliant blue. Painting with acrylics is all about layering. So the more layers that I make, the more realistic or wow this is going to look. And a lot of mistakes that I see for beginner acrylic painters is they don't add enough layers on their painting. They add one and then they're good to go, and you can kind of tell that it needs more. We'll leave that right there. Okay, and then you have to look back and see if there's any harsh lines around here. You just come in and blend it down here. So I washed off my brush completely, and I'm going to add in a little bit of sunset. Is it realistic? I don't know, I mean, I can't really see the galaxy that well, but I'm going to add it in anyways because it's pretty. Okay, I can do that as the painter. So what I'm doing is I'm adding white to the bottom right here. All the way across. Okay, and that will give me the ability to blend in some orange down here and some pink. I'm just using a very, very small amount of paint on my brush. Just very little bit. And then just blending up. Okay, now you want to see how I blend those together? I'm going to take some, gotta clean off my brush here, get off all that color. So I'm going to take some water, not too much though. And then I'm just going to, not too much, blend it up. You have to kind of get the right ratio to water so that it's not too much. Okay, and then blend down like you did before, and you can always grab more color if you want to, if you want to bring it back up. Bring it across. Really fast and up. So there's a lot of blending in this painting, and I have another video that talks about blending tips. I'll link that somewhere around here. Okay, and I don't want you guys to think that yours has to look exactly like my painting. Honestly, there's no way that two painters can make the same exact painting, so just be okay with yours looking a little bit different. I'm not going to show you every brush stroke, and there's a reason for that, because I want you to be creative and I don't want you to get, you know, so caught up in it being exactly like mine. I'm going to be a little hard on this one. Let's look back. Still got some blending right here that needs to be done. Just getting out those streaks. Sometimes it takes some muscle. Now I'm going to take my white again. I'm going to rub in my galaxy. Blend in those sides. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow right through here for glow. But when I add yellow, I have to add white. Okay, and see how I'm softening that right there? Okay, just going to let that go right into that. Grab a smaller brush, my filbert, and see how I'm taking off all the color on my brush. That's going to make sure it blends into the sides. Okay. I'm doing this all by eye, just seeing what needs to be done. Okay. Got some water on my brush. Blend. Take color off. Blend. Taking some white and I'm putting it on this side. This is where, you know, there's this part of the galaxy. And then taking off my color and blending that in. Every little touch of paint goes a long way. So just be very light on your brush. Okay, so now I'm just softening this right through here by blending a little bit. The reason why I'm doing that is because I don't like how harsh it was. So it's still there. Just less. I'm putting on the stars now, so I got my toothbrush and some white on there. Okay, and I'm going to focus on this area first. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back and spray. This is going to have the most stars through here, and this is what's going to make it look like this is a big part of the galaxy. Get that down here too. Side. I want the concentration to be around those white areas. So some right here. So now you don't want as many right out here, so you're going to step back, and less will go on. Bigger ones will go on too, which is what you want. Okay? Do this somewhere where you don't mind getting paint everywhere, and maybe don't wear nice stuff. So now we can move on to putting in a few like stars that you want to really stand out. And I get a small round brush for that, and I'm going to select some areas where I want my stars to be. I'm going to select a bigger star right here, bigger one right here, small one right here. Then what you do is you take your blue and you go around the star, blending and kind of out like it's a flower or something. Some of like your spots that you sprayed on will just need a little bit of that blue around it too. See if you have enough pokies coming off of it like it's a flower. Okay, so now that we're done with the sky, ta-da, we can go on to the much easier part, which is the sand. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my 1-inch flat brush for that. So start out with your white, because there's going to be a lot of blending going on. Mine went out like this. Okay, came up, came back up. Okay, fill in that area with white. It's going to help with your blending when you add some of the texture of the sand dune on top. So adding some of that white paint. So on this side, you're going to take your blue. Okay, I'm putting the shadows now in from the different sides and the hills and the things that are going on here, okay? So there's one that comes right through here. I go down. Okay. I'm just going to blend this up into blue. So now I'm taking my flat brush here and I'm going to add the ripples in the sand, okay, with my black. And I'm being kind of random with it because the wind would carry these ripples. In the same direction though. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to put in the shadows here. Okay, and this is completely black right through here. I'm just going to do the twist of my brush. And then this blends out. Grab my fat brush here and blend it. Okay, and then I'm going to fill this whole side through here with this black. Make sure there's no white showing. Okay, so now I'm going to take that black. I'm going to take my smaller flat brush and coming over here. Okay, and then this blends together. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue on the top here. Blend it in. Grabbing my white. Come in here and go up. Across that. Some blue that comes in here. Okay, I'm making some striations coming down here at the bottom. You can get as detailed as you want with those striations. You can make them as thick as you want. Whew. So now's the time to look back at your painting and do some touch-ups, finish it up, make it your own, be creative, have fun painting, and I am so glad you painted with me. And thank you for voting in the community. I want to give a thank you to my Createful Art members who are listed here who helped make this video possible. They get fun perks like the postcards as I travel, so go check that out. There's a link in the description below where you can sign up too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Uh-oh.